When it comes to thrifting, I feel like it's something much deeper than just going to the store and buying clothes. I feel like thrifting is a feeling. When it comes to like newcomers, people fresh into thrifting, you gotta think. All right, so for example, a lot of the thrift stores that I go to, they vary in size. However, one that I frequent a lot is very large. Somebody that's just getting started, somebody that's just getting into thrifting, they walk in, that could be very overwhelming. That could be very overstimulating. Even for me, sometimes I have days where I walk in and I see the rows of racks and a sea of faces, and it's just like, nah. It brings me to my key point. Thrifting really teaches you patience. Majority of the time, you can find yourself being in them thrift stores for like 3-4 hours. Some people spend even longer in there. So me, I start tapping out maybe around the 2-3 hour mark. But you can expect to spend hours in it. It's a very tedious task. You know, you're going piece by piece by piece by piece with racks. You really have to teach yourself the act of patience. Thrifting can be a very mental thing. You know, you have to mentally be in it. Like I said, you know, just kind of bringing it back to me. There are days where I know I don't even have to leave the house, and I know I'm not mentally prepared for thrifting today. But like it really teaches you the art of slowing down, right? And that can be used in every aspect of life, not just thrifting. So that is a very important skill to harbor, to keep, to have with you in life. Like I said, it can be applied to anything, not just shopping. Number two, I feel like thrifting really teaches you the art of perseverance. An example I can use for this, you can thrift the whole week. You feel me? You can go from Monday to Friday. Monday through Thursday, they does. You can go in on Monday and find one thing. Tuesday, you can find two things. Wednesday, zero. Thursday, one thing. And Friday, that could be the biggest haul of your life. It teaches you that the perseverance, and also, you know, not always walking into something with the expectation of a fast return. Sometimes you have to gradually build up. And it teaches you to just buy in, you know, be all in with it. So for example, if you don't really find nothing, it's like, all right, this is a L. If you allow that to take you out the game that easily, and you're just like, this ain't for me, I ain't going back. But you just give up that easy, or just because you have a little bit of trouble, you know, you're struggling a little bit, you just completely throw in the towel. When like that next hour or that next day, it could have been a come up of your life. That's another thing that I think could be applied to everyday life. Just not giving up so easy. Slow down. Just know, like, all right, if I apply consistency to my routine, however, you know, I like to do this, one of these days, you know, I'm finna come up. But you can't just expect to walk around in life and just be handed everything. I'm not saying that you should just walk around in life just never expecting anything, never expecting to win. No, I do think that it's very important that you get used to the idea of putting in work, constantly putting in work, and not always checking the results. Social media, for example, you might post a video, and every couple of minutes, you're checking the results of it. Constantly refreshing your page. How many likes do I have now? How many comments do I have now? How many views do I have? That is not healthy. Instead of throwing that joint up, knowing that you put in the proper work before you posted it, and just letting that joint rock. You come back maybe the next day, check the results of it, and you take it from there. You constant checking. I feel personally that's how you burn yourself out.
What I feel is one of the most important steps. You ultimately end up finding yourself or finding your style, finding your fashion. A lot of people that first start getting into thrifting, I feel like they're looking to reinvent themselves or just find themselves. I don't have a specific style. I don't have a personal style, and I want one. How do I get into it? Thrifting is, I feel, one of the best ways to do so. However, I don't think it's something that you can just jump into and expect immediate success. And that's where I feel like a lot of people kind of get stumped. They kind of jump into it and it's not what they expect. And they're just kind of like, oh yeah, this is too much. Because you got to think of it, especially coming from somebody who, for example, is used to shopping at department stores or going into the mall. That versus something like thrifting, as two completely different worlds. You walk into a mall, you're walking into an experience that's already curated for you. You feel me? So you walk in and your eyes are automatically going to the mannequins. Shout out to that job. I actually applied for that once upon a time. I didn't get it, but they're doing their job, right? It's aesthetically pleasing. It catches your eye as soon as you walk in. You walk in and the thing is dressed from head to toe. And that's a fit. I like that. So now you go and you scour the racks and you find that exact outfit that's been curated for you. You know, so you're paying for that curation as well as the convenience of it all versus going into a thrift store. You have to go from rack to rack to rack to rack to rack and find exactly what you're feeling. Am I saying anything's wrong with department shopping? Or nah, I'm not knocking anybody. I know that thrifting is what I enjoy, is what I love, and I'm able to turn a vision into reality through fashion. I enjoy the act of it. I feel like it is an art. So at the end of the day, you're also teaching yourself individuality. So using them all as an example, walking in and you have that curated piece that's put together beautifully, might I add, the hat, the shirt, the pants, all the way down to the socks and the shoes. You gotta imagine how many people walk in and out of the mall every day or throughout the week, right? So you and like 45 other people had that same thought. You and 45 other people walking around with the same fit. The odds of that happening, finding a fit in the thrift store, is like almost non-existent. So I feel like it really teaches you self-expression as well. You have to actually take the time to figure out what works best for you. What's me? What looks good on me? When it comes to the mannequin, it's just like, I feel like that's something that they have to keep in mind when they're putting these pieces together. You kind of got to take yourself out of it and not solely rely on, oh, I think this will look good on me. No, you have to make sure that it appeases the general public. What's a fit that I can put together that multiple demographics can potentially enjoy, would potentially want to wear? You don't got to think about that when it comes to your personal style. I think that's beautiful. The art of being able to find your personal style is beautiful. And it is an art. But like everybody has personal style. Everybody's style is different though. And that's the absolute beauty of it. We shouldn't be walking around looking like twins. You feel me? Because we all have different personalities. We all have different feelings. We all have different thought processes. We all have different experiences, different upbringings. We're all different. And I feel like that should reflect in our inner and outer being. That's why I'm one of the people that's all for, self-expression and customizing our characters, from the tattoos to the piercings to the hairstyles, the funky hairstyles, clothing, fashion. I feel like that's one of the quickest ways to really start inventing or reinventing yourself. It's becoming one with yourself, finding yourself, slowing down, being patient, perseverance, not always expecting immediate results, being okay with gradually working at something. Key aspects to keep with us and carry with us throughout life. And you can apply it to thrifting, you feel me? Apply those things to thrifting and I feel like you'll fall in love with it. You will absolutely fall in love with it.